Yes, my people, welcome back to another video, and welcome back today to the Glory Hunter Challenge, where today I've got another double live com for you. We're going to be taking on Rayo Vallecano in La Liga, and then Maccabi Tel Aviv from Israel in the Champions League. So, let's just get into it. We have played quite a few games off camera since you were last here. As you can see, we are now in October. So, since you were last here in the last episode, we played against Villarreal and Liverpool. And we picked up a 2-1 win away to Villarreal and a 3-0 home win against Liverpool. We then beat Almeria 6-0 in La Liga, with goals coming from Saliba, Tchouaméni, Yeremy Pino, Haaland, Rodrigo and Mickey van der Ven. We then picked up a 5-0 win, in the Champions League against Lille, where goals came from Bellingham, Pino, Camavinga and a brace from Erling Haaland. We then beat Alaves 3-0 away, with goals coming from Rodrigo, Yeremy Pino and Tchouaméni. And before I just continue with this, I think we might have built a god team. I could win 37 out of 38 games, because this team is unbelievable. We then beat Real Sociedad 7-1, with goals coming from Rodrigo, Tchouaméni and Endrick, a brace from Pino and another brace from Erling Haaland. We then beat Cadiz 2-0 away, with goals coming from Haaland and Rodrigo, and that was it. So we currently sit top of La Liga, a point above Barcelona, with a game in hand over Barcelona though. And I will say, Real Sociedad got pumped 7-0 by us, and yesterday 7-1 by us, and was pumped 7-0 by Barcelona yesterday. Barcelona though have lost 2 games. They did lose to Valencia and Alaves, who do sit 3rd and 4th, so not actually too bad results for them, but in the grand scheme of things, it is when you're playing against a team that average more than 4 goals a game. Erling Haaland, top goal scorer with 14 goals. Arda Güler with 9 assists already as well. We are absolutely cooking. And I have another thing to show you. We have made an unbelievable signing. If we go to all staff, does this include... If we go to the under-19 coaches, you will see a familiar face. Cristiano Ronaldo is an under-19s coach. We have signed Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, I've clickbaited you all and made you all think, what do you mean you signed Ronaldo? Yes, we have only signed him as an under-19s coach, but Ronaldo is back in Madrid, where he belongs. So our lineup for today then against Rayo Vallecano is as follows. We've gone with Courtois in goal, a back 4 of Trent, Saliba, Van der Ven and Camavinga. Camavinga already up to 7 assists for the season. We've gone with a midfield 2 of Tchouaméni and Jude Bellingham. Rodrigo starts on the right, Yeremy Pino on the left, with Arda Güler in the 10 and Erling Haaland already with 16 goals for the season, looking to add a few more to the tally here today. So let's get into this La Liga game against Rayo Vallecano and see how we get on. Okay then, here is the Rayo Vallecano lineup that they have gone for to try and beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu and cause an upset here today. They've gone with a 4-2-3-1 with Batala in goal, a back 4 of Gila Doué, Desire Doué's brother, Usu Vertraud and Chavari, with midfield 2 of Oscar Valentine and Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Jorge De Frutos and Marcus Tavernier, it's an interesting one, are the wingers, and Isi Palazon is the number 10 and captain today. And Sergio Camelo, the ex-Atletico Madrid wonder kid, leads the line for them today. As I believe this actually might be our first La Liga live com at the Bernabeu. As we sit top of the table, Vallecano up in 6th, so having a decent start to the season, to be fair. As Sergio Camelo gets us underway for this La Liga tie. As Vertraud finding Marcus Tavernier, who goes back to Shabari. Hakan Chanaloglu finding Valentine. Camelo finding Doué. De Frutos dispossessed by Camavinga. And I have to say, every single game we've done on this channel so far as Real Madrid manager, Camavinga has had an unbelievable game. As Erling Haaland is through. And Erling Haaland opens the scoring 50 seconds in. Arda Güler with his 10th La Liga assist of the season. And I wonder how many assists he is going to get with Erling Haaland as his striker. As all you need to do is just put the ball through and Haaland, the freight train, will get on the end of it and he will get a one-on-one. No one's getting the ball off him. It's just whether he can find the back of the net, and he does on this occasion. A fantastic start to the game for Erling. I said in the last episode, I predict he'll get at least 35 in the league. He's already on 15, I think. As Pino finding Arda Güler. Bellingham gives the ball away cheaply though. But Van der Ven is there to do really well defending. Camavinga cutting inside and finding Jude Bellingham. Bellingham dispossessed by Valentin there though, who clears, but Tchouaméni does really well to head to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who plays a lovely ball through to Arda Güler, and Arda Güler pulls it across. Haaland goes back to Bellingham, and that is a fantastic save from Batala to stop Bellingham scoring a screamer. Goal line, bit of goal line technology. It just hit the post. Oh, that's really made me laugh. Arda Güler going back to Saliba. Finds Trent, who then finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo with a big switch, but Bellingham does really well there to win the header. And Yeremy Pino goes for goal. And it's just over from Yeremy Pino, who I think he scored 9 goals this year in the league. We scored a lot of goals. We scored a lot. It's because the Prem is a much stronger league. Like, Bournemouth are so much better than Vallecano. Like, where would Bournemouth finish in La Liga? They'd probably finish 4th. Haaland is through. And as I said, all he needs to do is play that through ball to Haaland, and he will get a one-on-one. VAR will check, and it has been disallowed. He did make his run a little bit too soon, but I'm sure that will not be the last time we see an Arda Güler through ball to Erling Haaland in this episode. Oh, I don't know if he was off, you know. I'd love it if you show me the lines. You're not going to, though. Fair enough. But no, yeah, like, I think Bournemouth would finish like 4th in La Liga, because I think they're better than Valencia. They're probably better than Sevilla. Like, Valencia aren't great anymore. Like, Bellingham finds Yeremy Pino. It's out for a Vallecano. Oh, I didn't realise Vallecano were from Madrid. Oh, this is a Madrid derby then. Oh, I'm glad I did this episode then. Decent. No, but like I do think that. So the Prem is a lot harder because as Camelo threw on goal here and he equalises for Vallecano. It has been all Real Madrid so far today, but Vallecano have the equaliser. It's a really good run from Camelo, who gets away from Van der Ven and Saliba. And it's a lovely finish from the Spaniard to just pass it into the bottom corner with Vallecano's first shot of the game. Camelo finding the Frutos. Vallecano having a bit of a spell of dominance here. Camavinga does fantastically though. And Jeremy Pino now plays the through ball to Haaland. It's just wide from Erling Haaland. This has been a bit of a fucking hectic game. We're only 20 minutes in. Trent now with the corner for Real Madrid. It's a decent delivery and Haaland heads just over. How many times does Haaland, like we've seen, have I got this on key highlights? This whole game's been a key highlight. We've obviously seen like all those stats about Haaland, how many touches does he have, as Rodrigo finding Trent, who goes back into Arda Güler to Tchouaméni, back to Trent, finds Arda Güler, Bellingham goes for goal, it's just over from Jude Bellingham. Yeah, we've seen the stats of like, how many touches does Haaland have, when sometimes he has like 4 touches in a game and 2 of them are kickoff. But I think Haaland touches the ball for us 60 times a game, if not 400, because he must have at least like 15 shots a game. Saliba finding Arda Güler, who finds Trent. I mean, it's just superstar everywhere on the pitch as Trent puts a lovely ball in, and that is a fantastic header from Erling Haaland. How many times am I going to say his name? As Erling Haaland makes it 2. He puts Real Madrid back in front. And this is an absolute disgusting cross. And a fantastic header into the top corner to make it Real Madrid 2. Valladolid 1. I think when you have someone like Trent, so you have the crosses, you have Arda Güler, who can play the through balls. We have 2 unbelievable ways to score with Haaland. Arda Güler finding Haaland, who then finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo, what can you do with it? Cutting in and finding Jeremy Pino at the back post. And the dominance that we have had this game is now being turned into the result as we find ourselves 3-1 up here against Rayo Valladolid. And when Sergio Camelo scored, I was a little bit worried that it would be one of those games where we have a lot of chances, but we just don't convert them. But we do go into the break. Real Madrid 3, Rayo Vallecano 1. As Haaland gets us underway now for the second half. As Rodrigo was going to go to Trent there, but the highlight fizzled out and ended, unfortunately. Bellingham finding Camavinga. Dispossessed by Frutos, but he does well to win the ball back again. Tchouaméni finding Trent. Trent cutting in and finding Arda Güler, and it's just over from Arda Güler there. I just love this team because it's just unbelievable players after unbelievable. It makes me wonder that unless you're doing a Glory Hunter challenge, why would anyone manage Real Madrid? Like, if you support them, then like, fair enough, I guess. But I don't know. Jeremy Pino then pulls it across. And it's a good save from the Vallecano goalkeeper. But Erling Haaland was offside. Because, like, if you get this amount of money every single season, like, next year, I could just go and buy Mbappe back. And if you're a Real Madrid manager at the start of the game as well, you're not selling Mbappe. So you're going to have, like... Because the players that are not for sale, if they do want to join you, they cost 300 million. You could just go and buy Lamine Yamal and Kabasi and like all these people. Saliba then finding Jude Bellingham. who plays a lovely ball into Camavinga, who pulls it across, and Rodrigo hits the post and is cleared, and Camavinga lets it run out for a throw. We are going to make some changes here. We're going to bring Camavinga off for Carreras. I'm going to bring Virgil van Dijk on for his first game of the season. We'll bring Trent off as well because Trent isn't having... Well, he's just a bit tired. He's not having a bad game. He's just a bit tired. We'll bring Valverde on as well. And we'll leave it at that for now. As we are in to the final 10 minutes of normal time now. I mean, we have absolutely battered them. I feel like this is one of the games where another day it'll be 7-0 or it's like 3-1. Into the final minute of injury time now, and it does end here. Real Madrid 3, Rayo Vallecano 1. We extend our lead over Barcelona to 4 points now, which after only 10 games, that is absolutely fantastic. Attention now does turn to the Champions League, and we don't have any games in between, so I will be back with the lineups for that game. So I'll see you there for the Champions League. Okay then. Yes, I keep doing it, and I do apologise. It is very unprofessional, but I keep skipping the bloody lineup screen. But I can go over the Real Madrid lineup for now. So, we've gone with an unchanged 11. We've gone with Courtois in goal. A back four of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Saliba, Van de Ven and Camavinga. A midfield two of Tchouaméni and Jude Bellingham, with Arda Güler in the 10. On the right, and our front three of Rodrigo, Yeremy Pino and Erling Haaland leads the line for us today. I mean, granted, there's not much point going over the Tel Aviv lineup anyway, is there? I won't be able to pronounce any of their names, and no one here will know their names. As we sit third in the league, Tel Aviv are 15th. Fair fox. As Erling Haaland gets us underway for this Champions League away day in Israel. And I'll either title this video, "We signed Cristiano Ronaldo," as Jude Bellingham immediately almost scoring another screamer. It's a Real Madrid corner. Arda Güler to take. I imagine Erling Haaland will be the target. Instead, it's just a penalty, where Erling Haaland will take the penalty instead. So fantastic. Erling Haaland was the target. Checking yellow card awarded. I'm not sure if that's what it meant to say there. But it is a penalty. And as I mentioned, Erling Haaland will step up. He scored within about 30 seconds last time. And he scores within 2 minutes this game as well. Erling Haaland makes it 1-0. It's actually his fourth Champions League goal of the season. Pretty sure he scored against Liverpool, didn't he? Oh, no, it's not. It's only his third. Fair enough. I stand corrected. It's a lovely penalty from Erling Haaland, though. Into the bottom corner. And we find ourselves 1-0 up. So, the Tel Aviv lineup is as follows. They've gone with Paz in goal. A back four of Dapper, Zikri, Portanyagin, and what the fuck is his name? He's not even real. Seigelwak. Sure. They've gone with midfield two of Revivo and Peretz. Arania and Mukhtari are their wingers, with a front two of Mukhtari. Fucking hell, he's pretty good. And Pozmentir. There you go. I definitely butchered every single one of those. Arda Güler finding Rodrigo. Trent's there with the overlap. He finds him. And it's a bit of a shit ball in from Trent. But he finds Yeremy Pino, who goes back to Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham cutting inside. And he hits the post. He's been denied. by 2 really good stops and the post from 3 worldies in the last 2 games. As now Tel Aviv can counter-attack. Well, they could have counter-attacked. They didn't, but they could have. But no, yeah, I think I'm even going to title this video, "We signed Cristiano Ronaldo," or "We played an away day in a war zone." Probably not the second one. You will know, though, because you would have clicked on this video knowing. And if it is the Ronaldo one, I've been trying to not use that one for about 3 days. Because I actually signed him about 4 days ago. So, anyway, Arda Güler cutting inside, doing really well, and finding that run of Yeremy Pino. That run of Yeremy Pino was fantastic. As Arda Güler gets yet another assist. It's fantastic play from Arda Güler, who's repaying me for choosing him and playing Bellingham in that deeper role. And it's a lovely run from Pino, who blasts it past Paz in the Tel Aviv goal to make it Real Madrid 2, Tel Aviv 0. We might win everything this year. We might only be at Real Madrid 1 though. 1 year. You never know. As Camavinga does well to win the header there. And Yeremy Pino now finding Rodrigo. Tchouameni finding Trent Alexander-Arnold, who pulls it across, and Arda Güler gets his goal. He's having a fantastic start to the season as we find ourselves 3-0 up here inside 20 minutes. And don't worry, I know I have played 2 weaker sides here today, but I just wanted to not skip too far ahead. But next episode will be the El Clasico and Bayern Munich, as Yeremy Pino through on goal now. It's a good save from Paz to deny the embarrassment of going 4-0 down inside 22 minutes. But no, yeah, next episode will be the El Clasico and I think Bayern Munich in the Champions League. So we've got 2 big episodes coming up tomorrow. So never fear. It's not just but this is a one-off for bad games, and I think hopefully you can let me off, because recently we've obviously played the Champions League final, won the league, played the Champions League knockouts. Like, the start of the season will always be a little bit thing, as Mukhtari finding Pozmentir, who finds Mukhtari, and it's cleared, and Erling Haaland picks it up and finds Yeremy Pino. Got a lot to do though. Cutting inside, but we don't get to see the outcome, unfortunately. Are we top of the league phase? We are top of the league phase. The only team to be undefeated so far. As we go into the half-time break, Real Madrid 3, Tel Aviv 0. I quite like the Tel Aviv badge. It's quite nice. Little Judaism star. I don't know what it's actually called. Star of David, is it? I don't really know. And no, I don't mean the Star of Jonathan David. Bellingham heads on and finds Rodrigo. Erling Haaland turned provider. Which is absolutely beautiful. Bellingham does really well to flick it on, and Rodrigo getting yet another goal in the Champions League. Of course, did score that hat-trick last time out against Liverpool. Which is absolutely fantastic. A free kick now. As bloody hell, Liverpool are beating Ajax 6-0. A free kick now. Perez to take for Tel Aviv. Can Tel Aviv get a goal back here? It's a decent delivery, and it's headed just over from Breg Zavardadadade. I butchered that just a bit. As we will make some changes. who we're going to bring off. I don't really want to bring anyone off, though. You know what? I'm not even going to make changes. I love this team so much. I don't like bringing people on and off. As Liverpool find themselves 7-0 up. 7 goals in the Monaco game as well. Leeds are in the Champions League. No way. They're drawing 1-1 with Barcelona as well. As we're into the final 5 minutes of normal time here in our game. I can't believe Leeds are drawing with Barcelona. I'm going to have to check that. We're going to check that out. But hang on, I was in the Premier League last year. I don't remember Leeds coming like 5th. Trent to take the corner. It's cleared, but only as far as Rodrigo, and it crashes off the top of the crossbar and clears. And that is the end of the game here in Israel. It ends Tel Aviv 0, Real Madrid 4. A fantastic display. Another 7 goals scored in this episode. I don't understand how Leeds are in the Champions League. We're going to find out. As it did end 1-1. It's a little bonus bit at the end of this episode. Leeds United. How were they in the chat? Harry Gray's there. Oh no, sorry. So how did they do in the... They drew to Galatasaray. And beat Stuck. I don't even remember playing Leeds last year. Oh, they genuinely just finished 5th. Oh shit, fair play. I genuinely didn't even realise. Ipswich in the Conference League. Ipswich and Leeds are in the Europa League and Champions League. What? That is hilarious. I'm glad I saw that though. Anyway, as I mentioned, next episode will be this double header between Barcelona in the El Clasico and Bayern Munich away in the Champions League. So if you don't want to miss that video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you are always notified when I upload a video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Glory Hunter action for episode 40 as well. Can't believe we're this far through in the save. I'll see you there. Peace.